Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm your host, Veteran Mountain Man, and it's another Prepared Monday. A friend of mine, Unapologetic Pagan, earlier this last week was doing a video about precious metals, and I figured I would actually go ahead on this Prepared Monday and break it down for you a little bit further. Now, there are a lot of videos out there, and some of them are really hard to follow, so I'm going to try to keep this very simple. Now, what I've got right here is actually a 10-ounce silver bar. This is 10 troy ounces. As you can see, it's actually still sealed in the mint plastic. I got this from a direct from mint drop shipment from one of the vendors I use. I tend to recommend buying bullion in that fashion because it protects the bullion when you store it. They also offer 5-ounce, 1-ounce. They even have half-ounce bars available. They also have minted rounds that aren't coins available. If you want to choose that route, they're a little easier to store sometimes for some people. I would not recommend, though, actual collector's coins. And here's why. We're going to go into this. So this right here is 0.999 fine silver. It's pure silver. It's direct from the mint. That's the reason they actually put it in this nitrogen-packed vacuum seal plastic, is because it's very easy to scratch. It's very easy to dent or damage. You have to be very gentle with this stuff. Otherwise, you devalue the bar. Now, most of your commemorative and collector's coins are not pure silver. They're actually sterling silver, which is 0.9992. It's actually got a copper core to it, or copper impurity mixed in, specifically to make the silver harder and easier to shape and to retain its shape. Now, you also can purchase products such as gold or platinum or even palladium and copper. I tend not to buy copper because it's very low volume trading. But gold and silver, I do have some in case of emergencies or as a pseudo-liquid asset for investment purposes. Now, something else you need to be aware of when purchasing silver or purchasing gold or any other precious metal is that the price is based off of some specific things when you purchase. So if you're purchasing collective or commemorative coins, those prices are set based off the price at mint purchase. Okay, so they're not actually trading at the price of silver. And in a lot of cases, you have a lot of trouble moving those kind of purchases unless you purchased them when they were at a very, very low point and they've moved to a very high point. So I tend to not recommend those at all. Those are very much strategic investments, and especially for a preparedness scenario, I would not recommend them at all because you can't guarantee that when you need to liquidate your precious metals, or if you're going to need to use your precious metals in trade, that the person will understand or even respect the price, or that you'll even be able to negotiate a valid price for that particular coin. Instead, the raw bullion is based purely off trade price. It's not diluted or polluted in any way. And when you purchase, you're going to see a lot of times, if you're going through like an online vendor, they'll talk about spot price. Well, spot price is actually an addendum to the market current trade price. The market current trade price is what the price of silver is to buy direct from a mint without any markup. The spot price is actually the markup price, okay? For silver, it tends to be $2 of off spot as a spot price for purchase, and $1 off a spot price for sale. Okay, for gold, it tends to be $25 off on sale and $35 on purchase. Platinum kind of ranges the same with gold. Palladium is a little lower than gold and platinum, but a little higher than silver. Also, something that you should be aware of is that you don't want to get yourself into junk metals or jewelry. One of the reasons is a lot of times these products have additional associated price with them. and aren't actually trading at market value because of some of the stuff that works with them. So jewelry, for example, you have to pay a designer, there's manufacturing costs. It's designed to be decorative and not an investment. The same goes with other products such as tea service sets or silverware, or even like 60/40 silver coins from, U.S. public currency. These things have other associated prices with them. Now, a lot of times if you can buy the 60/40 coins at face value, in a serious DR scenario, they might be worth more. Or maybe even to a rare coin collector, they could be worth more. But realistically, when it comes down to it, I'm going to try to dissuade you from that. I say you should probably stick to bullion. Also, when you're purchasing your bullion, if you're not purchasing from a local dealer, you need to make sure that the vendor is shipping it in mint plastic. You need to make sure that it's being direct shipped from the mint, because that's one of the best ways to ensure purity. Be careful purchasing on places like eBay or auction sites, because a lot of times the silver will be diluted or recast. And in that case scenario, you'll need to be able to assay the silver to verify its purity. And there are some videos online about that. You should go look them up if you're planning on doing that. But one of the easiest ways to deal with that is to just purchase direct from the mints. And that tends to be what I do. I have bought some silver from direct vendors in order to create a rapport with them. Now, when you're buying gold, I would not buy gold for this kind of purpose that is not in an assay package, okay? That means that it has been officially assayed, it is serialized, it is numbered, it is proofed at the correct percentage for trade barter value. All right? So don't even look at gold unless it's in this kind of situation, or unless you're actually bothering to trade in junk gold. And once again, I don't recommend that unless you absolutely have to. Well, I want to thank you all for joining me on this Prepared Monday. I'm going to include some links to some vendors that I trust, that I've done plenty of business with, that I know provide a good product below, as well as a link to Unapologetic Pagan, his channel below. And I hope you all have a beautiful, well-prepared